Are you looking for a stripper? A stripper that really gets it off? Cooper's, the stripper that gets it off every time.
Hi Simon, what have you got to share with us today?
Well, this is a half-stripped Daimler V8. We bought this car a few years back. We decided to half-strip it, but rather than doing it in a studio like this, we dragged it up to Auckland and we took it to this car show, which I can't remember the name of.
The Kumu Classic Hot Rod and Car Show.
The cool thing about the show was that we had every petrol head in the region there checking everything out. They keep coming backwards and forwards, seeing how the progress was going, and over the 2 days we spent most of the time just chatting to people about their projects and things, but we found enough time to get this half done. And it came out really well. The only problem is that we didn't do videos back then. I reckon I'd get the whole car done on the outer skin easily on a weekend. If you start doing underneath it and inside it and all that, that'll add to the time.
A car of this size, what sort of literage would it need?
Well, I used around about 4 litres on the half, so 8 litres for the whole car would be fine. It's not an absolute, because it depends on how much paint you've got. Like if you've got paint on paint on paint and no one's actually stripped back in between, then you're going to use more stripper because there's more paint to take off. In the case of this car, someone had stripped it somewhere along the line and they'd put 2-pack onto it. It comes off like wallpaper. There's a repair, I don't know how we see it, but all through there on the bonnet, there's a repair there and there's a repair there. That's all been leaded, which is really good. It's still as good as the day it was done. It's good to find how it was constructed. So this piece here with the little lights on, it's been attached and then it's been leaded around here. There's this seam comes up here and over to there. And so this would have all been pressed in smaller pieces and then attached, a bit like Frankenstein's creation, but what he created was this gorgeous car.
The beautiful thing about no sanding, you didn't muck up the preparation work that was done decades ago.
Well, when you strip using methods that create heat, there's always a chance you're going to warp panels. So a lot of clients are really keen to have a cold system of stripping. And also with our stripper, there's no dust. So there's old lead and all sorts of stuff, and it's just good not to create lead, even though you might wear a mask, but it spreads around the garage, and every time you give it a broom, you've got lead floating around. So our system is completely dust-free. And really, at the end of the day, who cares what paint it is? If you're creating dust, you're creating a hazard.
And at the very bottom, you came across some rust, I think, too.
There's bits down the bottom of the sills, there's a bit forming a hole here, but that's where those clever engineer panel beaters come in.
So this car's got a backstory.
It has. The car itself, at first glance, it looks like a Mark II Jag, and that's because it sort of is, even though major Daimler people will be saying, no, it's not. Well, in 1960, Daimler was bought out by Jaguar, and then 2 years later, Jaguar released this. Top end of any of their cars was given the Daimler treatment. It had all the best of the best, because Daimler was always a luxury brand. So in the cabin it had all the best of the bells and whistles, and out on the outer side it had these. All Daimlers have this scallop, and these scallops are just part of the Daimler treatment. It doesn't have the Jaguar Leaper, it has a D for Daimler. It also has something else that's quite important actually. When you lift the bonnet, there's actually a V8 engine in there rather than a 3.8 straight 6 that the Mark II has. Some of them have smaller ones. Putting the V8 in, it gave it a completely different feel. So that's definitely only in the Daimlers. Actually, the engine isn't a Jaguar creation, it's actually a Daimler creation, and that's part of what came across with the Daimler purchase. So send us a picture of what you're looking at doing. We'll give you an idea of what you can expect. coopersstripclub.com is our website, and that's where you'll find everything. Put in the country you're from, because that'll give you the prices for where you are. We air freight worldwide, so it's really easy to get product to you any time you like. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back sooner than later.